Carrie said it's here.
What's that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was here when I hit town this morning.
We barely can get the door open right now.
Mhm.
Blowing hard.
Well, what was interesting is whenever I came into town, I had to stop and get gas, just fill a.
I did too.
And the wind was out of the north a little bit at the time, and my car said it was 45 degrees or 46 now, 46. And I drove on into the courthouse, and when I got to the courthouse, it said 48. For warmer inside town, you know, even though the wind was blowing. But anyway, it's interesting that it wasn't that bad to move on.
Y'all ready?
Yes, sir. I think so.
It is 10:02, Thursday, the 22nd day of December, 2022. I make a motion that the special meeting of the Navarro County Commissioners Court come to order.
I'll second that. All right, motion been made by Commissioner Olson, seconded by Commissioner Moore. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
And we are in session. I'd ask everyone to please stand for opening prayer. And I'm gonna ask Commissioner Moore to lead us in prayer today, please. Father in heaven, it's good to be here. Father, thank you for this building that we have, the little things that we take for granted so much, Father. Thank you so much for the people that live here, Father, and we pray for their safety during this cold spell. Father, be with our road crews as they're out working on the roads and keeping everything going for us. Father, thank you for the time I've spent with James Olson. Father, continue to bless him and carry him through life. Father, forgive us of our sins. In Christ's name I pray. Amen. Please join me for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Maybe see. Mr. David Brewer.
Yes, I was unable to attend the reception for James Olson last week.
We did count you tardy on that. You never showed
I
up.
was, him sent me to a workshop for newly elected commission. So I figured I needed to be there, but on behalf of all of the residents of Precinct 4, James, I want to thank you for 16 years of serving us and serving us well. And I also personally want to say thank you for all the help you've given me, the advice and the encouragement and all. I know I've still got a lot to learn. And I do appreciate all the commissioners and what y'all have done in allowing me that. Jason was a student of mine back in the 80s. Now he's become a teacher, and he's gonna get to do some teaching. Eddie, we were talking this morning, over 20 years ago, he kind of took me and my son under his tutelage in showing heifers. And so he's going to get to teach me a little bit more about being a commissioner. Eddie Perry has taught me a lot just in this last year as I've hung around and watched. But anyway, thank you for all of you, and especially you, James. Appreciate all the work you've done for us.
I'll second that. I want to say the same thing since, or something similar at least, since our little get together we had for him. But I said it at that time that I've always had the greatest respect for James and always will for that matter. You know, we didn't always agree, but that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, you can't be right all the time.
He said that, okay. But anyway, I just want to say he and I ran together at the same time, 17 years ago when we were campaigning, and we had some interesting times, good times, and so on. None bad really, but certainly all our times here at the courthouse have been interesting and educational. Try to educate people that come and listen to us and explain to them what goes on, why it goes on, and so on, and as best we can, because a lot of people don't understand that there's a difference between us and the city. Of course, the county we operate, we're apples and oranges difference, okay? And there are certain things that we can do, certain things we cannot do, that we are regulated by the state of Texas. And so that makes a difference. But anyway, you guys.
Also, 4 years ago, I walked in here and didn't know where I was going or what I was doing. And I wanted to thank Mr. Olson very much for helping me and showing me for his guidance over the past 4 years. I really appreciate it. We love you.
Thank you.
And I'll say the same thing I said the other day. I was very fortunate to come in under James because I always went to him for his opinion and his advice. But the best thing about James is he is a good, decent Christian man, and he always, no matter the circumstances, he always put the citizens of Navarro County first. He is a true conservative, more so than anyone else. And I'll miss him a lot. I'll continue to call him and go to him for advice because he's a good man, and I appreciate all the help that he's given me.
James, we've known each other all my life. And we've been to church together, we showed cattle together, and now we work together, and I just want to say thank you for the guidance that you've given me, because it's stuff you won't find in a book. And there's things that goes on that I really needed some guidance on, and you've always been there, and I'll always forever appreciate it.
Thank all of y'all. Appreciate it. I'd just like to say that it's been an honor serving the citizens of Navarro County. It's a privilege, actually, to have served you. Appreciates the confidence that the citizens of Navarro County has placed in me and reelected me the number of times that I was, and I want to tell you that I'm going to miss you. I love Navarro County. I always will. And like I said the other day, I do think that the county will be in good hands with David Brewer. I feel very, very confident with that. So thank you very much.
You're still gonna be working. I've got you on speed dial.
That'll work. You sure will.
Interesting. Anybody else want to comment? I'm gonna let you, if you're yes or no.
I'll just say real quick, I've been coming into all y'all's offices for all the time, and I just wanted to say I enjoyed going into James's because as we will look down the agendas through the time I worked for the Daily Sun, he gave me his honest opinions over what was there and what was going to be possibly difficult, and then he left me with some words for Texas A&M, trying to convert my fandom. So I appreciate that. We'll take some care of some of your players that are in transfer portal if they ever end up at Notre Dame.
It'll make you better. Thank y'all.
Anybody
Thank
else?
y'all.
Okay. All right, we'll move on to our consent agenda, item 5, paying and the bills and so on that we're supposed to do. So there's no need to ask anything about any of those bills that are in our list. We'll then I'd ask for a motion to approve that consent agenda as a whole.
And I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda as a whole.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Perry, seconded by Commissioner Grant. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Move on to our regular agenda. For item number 6 is consideration of burn ban. It's pretty wet in my place. I don't know if I can get anything burned if I wanted to. But anyway, with winds as we have it, once things dry out, well, certainly it's a possibility of burns getting out of control could happen. We certainly want to caution everybody about doing something using common sense, please, before you set fire to anything. So no action, gentlemen, is that correct?
Right.
All right. Number 7 is recognition of the 4-H food show program, family community health program, and appreciation to the Commissioner Court for the support in Navarro County Extension education. Lori.
Hello, I'm Lori Stovall, and I'm here with my coworker, Stephanie Ward, and Kelly Cope. And Andrew was here, he's out delivering calendars. And so we try to come at least once a year and, do a little appreciation activity for you. And so it's ending our, 4-H fall year, and, we have treats for you out on in the office that our food show kids and food challenge kids have made. And, we're just gonna give you a little rundown of some of the things that we've done, in the summer and the fall since we were here last. And then I have Ginger Rogers here with Dawson 4-H, and she's got some of her kids, and I'll let her introduce them in a few minutes. But, I'm gonna give you a little rundown of some numbers, Cecily will and Kelly will, so you kind of know what all we're doing in our office. We just finished off with a great food show season. We, were in district December 13th. We had our county contest back on October 22nd, and we had 17 food show participants. Food show is an individual contest where they bake the food, and then they go before the judge, and they talk about the nutritional value and the food safety and the steps that they took to make the dish. And it's judged on their food knowledge and their nutrition knowledge and the appearance of their dish. Food challenge is a team group where there's 3 or 4 in a team, and it's sort of like Iron Chef. They get an ingredient and they have to go to a pantry, and they have to shop at the pantry and buy extra ingredients, and they have to make a dish with it, and they work as a team. So we had 8 food challenge teams at county, and they all did really well. So for district, we had 2 senior teams that got to advance to district, 1 intermediate team that advanced to district, and 2 junior teams that advanced to district. And we stole the show at district. In our junior division, we had the 3rd place side dish category with the Spice Girls from Curran's 4-H. We had 4th place appetizer with the Dawson 4-H lemon twist group. In our intermediate, we had the jalapeno choppers from Frost that placed 8th in the side dish category. And in our senior division, we had the taste twisters that placed 3rd with main dish category. And our Fantastic Four, which is our Blooming Grove FCCLA group, they had 4 teams originally and 1 advanced to district, and they got 4th place in the healthy desserts. And then in food show is where we really showed out. We had a 1st place in the junior division, Julie Patton with healthy dessert. We had a 3rd place with Avery Hopkins. She was also Dawson 4-H. And intermediate, we had James Bearden, and I believe he's Corsicana 4-H. He placed 6th with his appetizer. And in the senior division, which seniors, they're in the senior category, which is 9th grade through 12th grade. If they place 4th place, they advance to the state competition. And this year we had 3 first place winners at food show, and we have 3 that will be taken to the state convention in June. And that is Paris Sanchez, and she's here today. She placed 1st with her appetizer. Audrey Heron, who couldn't make it, she placed 1st with her side dish. And Gracie Mumford, who's still in school because Corsicana's still going to school, she placed 4th with her healthy dessert dish. And then Elena Heron placed 2nd with her main dish. So if Elena had made 1st, we would have taken all 1st place categories from District 8. So we got 3 of the 4 categories.
Where are they having that at?
The district was in Belton at the Expo Center, but the state competition is in College Station. It'll be at Reed Arena. So, and then once they win state, I think they even have the possibility of going to a national competition with food challenge. So I'm very proud of this group. And then Kelly's gonna tell us, or who wants to make it? Kelly's gonna tell us. Okay.
We did that. Food and fiber together. I'm Cecily North, the 4-H agent here, and this is Kelly Cope, our new old program assistant. She was there before me, and then she came back. But we did food and fiber again this year, and after COVID, it was last year we tried it during COVID. It wasn't as we did it, but it wasn't as great. This year we did a really good job, and we were able to feed our kids again. So that was like the biggest hype. So Kelly has all the number details on that one. So
we had it on the 17th of November. We had 758 4th grade students attend, 111 volunteers. And we had sponsors from Walmart, JPM, Steel Metal Supplies, Gilfillan's, Williams Gin, McKee Lumber, Community National Bank. This year we were also able to offer the Mobile Dairy, Cotton Gin. We offered Wheat and Grain, My Place Kitchen, the Farm Bureau trailer, beef and cattle, natural resource conservation, and the water conservation. That's what we had set up for booths that they would rotate through. We served them pizza from CC's, milk, apples, and ice cream. We had a really great turnout. Rotation went really well, and the kids enjoyed themselves and had a great time. We also got a really great donation from the beef cattle company to where we were actually able to give all of the students a little goodie bag with information, a pencil, bookmarkers, and things like that, which we have not done before. So it worked out really well. Yeah.
Beach Loving Texas.
So, what else?
Okay, so we ended our 4-H year finally. This week we had our first Christmas party. I think ever for 4-H, and these kids came and they showed out. They partied hard. And I prayed for their parents after that because we fed them so much sugar and we just sent them home. We had over 50 kiddos in attendance, and that's really big for a first party for us. And all of our ambassadors and their parents planned it. I helped facilitate, but I let them plan it because it is their party for their program. And oh man, it got wild real fast. So, but they end up doing the saran wrap ball game with the gloves, and that got really heated. It was really funny to watch the kids. Gingerbread house build offs. I mean, they made snowmen out of their friends. This little lady back here was one of them. They like even taped paper to their faces, like they were troopers. All of our kiddos and parents brought stuff to donate for a pet shelter for the animal shelter here in town. So we have the whole back of my car is full of it. So we're gonna go take it in a little bit to the animal shelter. And then we have really great news for our enrollment this year. We are in our district, we call it the Green Line Club. Our district specialist, Miss Megan, will send us things like, congratulations, you made the Green Line Club. And that means that we are over 100% of enrollment for our youth in our county. So I think at this point, we're at 115%. And we just want to continue it growing. We have 166 members, 17 volunteers, and 4 Clover kids. So that is really big compared coming back after COVID and last year. So we're trying really hard to get it going bigger and better. And my goal next year is to be 200 kids. So by this time next year, we hope to have 200 members in our 4-H. So we're trying our best. We're doing good. Our kids are showing out for us. So they make us look really good. So thank you very much for having us and supporting us.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm actually in charge of curriculum enrichment, and so far, this past summer, we worked with the YMCA and the Boys and Girls Club. We did a Learn, Grow, Eat, Go program where we actually built a garden. We did healthy snacks with them, and we had 77 participants in that. We also went in once a week for 6 weeks and did a dance bit. I'm getting older. But we had a great time with that. We come up with a lot of fun activities for those kids, and they really enjoyed that. And we also had 76 participants for that. With the YMCA, we also did the dance bit. We had 63 participants for that. And we also did healthy snacks once a week with them, where we would go out and they would make their own little healthy snack. And we also had 63 participants for that. What we have upcoming, I'm super excited about. So far, we have 18 classes lined up in January and February for Hatching in the Classroom. Also coming up in April, I'm super excited about this. Mildred High School and Junior High, we're doing a full assembly of When Sean Speaks. And it is about drinking and driving as a youth. And this gentleman and his mother put on an exceptional program. If any of y'all would like to attend, I will send out the date and time that it is very emotional, and it sticks to you. And they're doing it the day before prom. Good choice. Coming up, we are also working on, which I think is very important right now at this day and time, the mental health programs to incorporate into the classrooms of the schools. Water conservation, and we have a new driving while texting simulator that we're also going to try to incorporate into some of the classrooms as well. So, Mr. Olson, thank you for your 16 years of service. We appreciate you.
Thank y'all.
And I'm just gonna give you some statistics from what we did over the summer, from the surveys, because a lot of these programs that Kelly and I went out and did, in the summer with the youth, are part of the Better Living Texans program, and that is funded through the SNAP Ed. And we get funding depending on, what our percentage of poverty is in Corsicana. And we have 22% of Navarro County children living in poverty. And we have 7,858 BLT Better Living Texan or SNAP Ed eligible households. 6.9% do not have access to reliable food sources. And 34% of students surveyed in Texas were not aware that agriculture was involved in their lives. So they didn't really realize that's where they get their food. And so the purpose of our Better Living Texas program is to help these kids learn to eat healthy and help them use the parents, the adult programs that I go out with, help the parents learn to shop wisely and to buy healthy foods with their money. And we surveyed the kids, and some of the things that we surveyed was a 3% reduction of watching TV for 5 hours a day, 100% response that physical activity can be fun, 55% increase that adding dance to your daily routine can be healthy and fun.
He's a good teacher.
And 83% believe that dance will improve their overall health, and 100% felt that dancing improved their breathing and heart rate. 100% felt that dancing improved their flexibility, and 100% felt like dancing improved their overall physical health. We had responses that gave a 3% increase in fruits and vegetable increase. 33% participated in physical activity 5 to 6 times a week, and 89% reported excellent health with an increase of 6%. And then a 2% reduction. This was over our Choose Healthy program that we taught with the voice camp, and a 2% reduction in screen time rather than watching TV versus physical activity. And then in our Learn, Go, Eat, Grow program, we had 25% report filling their plates half full of that fruits and vegetables. 60% reported that they participated in 30 minutes or more of physical activity, and 80% learned that they need to wash their fruits and vegetables before eating. And that was just some of the good results that we had from the programs that we taught throughout the year. And so it takes a team. And then also I'd like to introduce Ginger Rogers with you for you today. She's our Dawson 4-H leader, and she brought some of her students that were very successful at our district contest, and she's going to introduce them and let you meet them.
I'm going to do it right there. Y'all good. All right. I'm Ginger Rogers, and I'm the club manager for Dawson 4-H. And I really enjoy teaching cooking to these young kids. It's a little crazy in my kitchen every week. About 6 kids that come and cook every week in my kitchen. It's usually correct. We have a lot of fun. This is Kara Sanchez. She is a senior at Dawson this year. And these girls are brand new to 4-H. They're 3rd graders. And this is Emma Spears and Julie Patton. So they're just getting started, and they've had, I think, had a lot of fun. So I'm going to let them tell you what they do, if they will. If not, I'll help them. Julie, I'll start with a little one. Can you tell them what you do in 4-H? You do it? Come on,
Tell them
You're
that
talking. What's the name of our team? Wes. Is it for the food challenge? Food challenge? Is it food challenge, Emma? Yes. Okay. What else do you do? And go ahead. What are you going to do? You don't have it yet.
I'm gonna show them.
She's gonna show rabbits this year. Okay, and then what do you do?
Show lambs.
She shows lambs and about the-
Show.
tell them what you made for a food show.
Strawberry Susie grilled angel food with croutons.
Great. Have some of that.
It's a healthy dessert, so, and she did, she won first place. So, and, she's a third grader and her speech is pretty close to 5 minutes or probably, and she had it all memorized.
Wow.
So, okay, so are we good? All right, this is Paris.
Hi, I'm Paris. I did compete in food show, which is the individual contest. I made gazpacho with grilled chili lime shrimp this year. So I did really well with the appetizer category. So I'm appetizer instead of healthy dessert. On top of that, I am a county ambassador. So I do spend a lot of time with these lovely ladies and Andrew. And I also am a district council member this year for our county as well. I also am involved in FFA as well as 4-H. So I'm a member on this year's area officer team. Along with that, other things I do show goats and I do consumer education with 4-H as well in the fall, in the spring.
And you won our county contest.
Yes, and I won the county contest before COVID stopped that.
What else? She's done everything.
Yeah, she does everything. She's our only senior this year. So for 4-H, so she is just our rock star for us and she makes us look really good. And she's really fun to hang out with. She helped me do all the stuff the other day for our Christmas party and she's a good travel partner. We do a lot of we do a lot of shopping for the county, getting everything situated. In the summer, when we're all planning the camps, I do help out with that a lot. When we did barbecue camp or when we did cake camps in the past, I also go and help and volunteer. Because I know it's a lot on all of their plates especially, so a lot of it I do spend with the littles or the younger kids, helping them out with everything as well.
She's great, Will.
Yeah, she helps people rambled up while we're trying to go to the next project or something. She's awesome. So nice to meet you.
Thank you.
So I wanted to
Let's get
share.
a quick picture, then we'll be.
She's also gonna compete at San Antonio. They do an individual food challenge. She hasn't done that before, so I'm gonna take her to San Antonio. We're gonna see how she does.
Oh, and I do compete in agriculture, public speaking.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. If she does, I mean, if you win that contest, there's a big scholarship. So, you know,
And we did have 4 food challenge that went to, I forgot to mention, we had 4 food challenge teams that went to the State Fair of Texas and competed. And 1 came away with 3rd place.
Cool.
Well, it would be an honor to get a picture with them.
Perfect.
Yes.
Love it. Come on, you're still part of it.
Yeah, well, we may wanna. Where'd be the best place? Let's get out front.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, oh, that's good.
Maybe.
And then let them get in front of them.
Sure.
Oh, it almost burned his eyebrows off.
Y'all would pick today to take pictures. Not quite tall as I am. I'll stand.
Get in there, get your collar.
Just like it looks like.
Get in there.
I'll sit it out, okay? 1, 2, 3. All right, thank you guys very much for having us this morning.
And y'all, we got lots of snacks up there.
Yes, thank you so much. And it was nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you.
Have a great day.
Yes, ma'am. Merry Christmas to you.
Thanks again.
Yep.
Bye, y'all.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Thank you, ladies.
Bye-bye.
Merry Christmas.
Okey dokey, nothing to vote on that, although it's great. Number 8 is consideration of approving elected and appointed official bonds from November 8th, 2022 election.
It's just the bonds that everybody has to have to start on their term, and then you have to approve them in Commissioners Court, and of course the judge signs.
Yeah, so we need a motion, please.
I'll make a motion that we approve the elected and appointed official bonds from November 8, 2022 election.
Second. Motion made by Commissioner Olson, seconded by Commissioner Moore. All in favor, please say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next, number 9 is consideration of approving the reappointment of commissioners for ESD number 1. And this gentleman right here is the only one, I think. Is that correct?
Yes, that's
Or
correct.
do we have a-
There is, yeah.
Okay.
It's Jeff Stapleton and Gail Smith. Gail
Okay.
is due to the holidays, she'll be in later.
All
But
right.
Mr. Stapleton is here, ready to be sworn in.
All righty. Jeff, come on up here and just stand, raise your hand, and then repeat after me. I, Jeff Stapleton,
Jeff Stapleton,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear and affirm
that I will faithfully execute the duties
that I will faithfully execute the duties
of the office of Commissioner ESD number 1
of the office of the Navarro County Emergency Service District number 1
Thank you. Of the state of Texas
of the state of Texas.
and will to the best of my ability
And will, to the best of my ability,
preserve,
preserve,
protect,
protect,
and defend
and defend
the Constitution and laws
the Constitution and laws
of the United States
of the United States
and of this state.
and of this state.
So help me God.
So help me God.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate you coming.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
We'll move on now to. I guess we need a motion on that.
I think we do.
Yeah, we do need a motion. Somebody
I've already made that.
I'll make a motion of reappointment of commissioners for ESD 1.
Motion made by Commissioner Perry, seconded by Commissioner Grant. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Number 10 is consideration of approving the 2023 independent contractor agreement between Texoma Ida and Steve Toth doing business as Spartan Tactical Consulting LLC.
This is for, calendar year 2023, because they're federal, they go calendar year, January to December. So this is their new term.
Gotcha. Okay. There's no discussion on this. We need a motion to approve, please.
I'll make a motion, we approve the 2023 independent contractor agreement between Texoma Hida and Steve Todd doing business as Spartan Tactical Consulting LLC.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Grant, seconded by Commissioner Perry. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Number 11 is consideration of approving the 2023 independent contractor agreement between Texoma Hida and Damian Givens doing business as 3M Enterprise Solutions LLC.
Same thing.
Same thing. Okay. Need a
I
motion?
make a motion that we approve the 2023 independent contract agreement between Texoma Hida and Damian Givens, DBA 3M Enterprise Solutions LLC.
Second. Motion made by Commissioner Olson, seconded by Commissioner Moore. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Number 12 is consideration of approving the 2023 independent contractor agreement between Texoma Hida and John Wells doing business as Hickory Springs Consulting LLC.
Same thing.
Need motion, please. Anybody?
I'll
Make a motion that we approve the 2023 independent contract agreement between Texoma Hida and John Wells, DBA Hickory Springs Consulting LLC.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Olson, seconded by Commissioner Perry. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Number 13 is consideration of approving the 2023 memorandum of agreement between the Texoma Hida and Lance Sumter, Sumter Services LLC.
Lance is the director for Texoma Hida, and they're renewing his contract, so.
Really, the director, wow.
Yeah.
Good, yeah.
All right, need a motion, please.
I'm not doing it. I'm tired. Hey, this is last hurrah. Yeah, I know.
Roll with it, John. Roll with it.
No, y'all go ahead.
I'll make a motion that we approve the 2023 memorandum of agreement between the and Matt Sumter Services LLC.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Grant, seconded by Commissioner Perry. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. 14 is consideration of approving the First Amendment to 2022 memorandum of the agreement for professional services of Texoma Haida and Raymond Brown.
Raymond Brown is the deputy director. He is under Lance on the executive board. For Texoma High.
Wow. He's a second in command, huh? Okay.
Why did they pick us to do this instead of someone else? I'm just curious.
Because they just did. Federal government went out and was looking, and it all started back with Jimmy Spencer when he was working with the DEA
Okay.
way back then.
I'm just curious why.
Here.
how it's going on that.
Yeah, well, I've always wondered that. Why Navarro County?
Paul was also instrumental in getting this and so forth. They contacted her because of all the years of service and so forth and so on.
So just through connections.
Mhm.
And they pay us a little something for it.
They do.
Yeah.
Good, good. I mean, we don't personally
No,
get the
it goes
money.
back into the
They
general
pay the
fund.
county something.
Goes into the fund.
Yeah, so we'll clear all that up.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, yeah, good deal, good deal. Okay, we need a motion on number 14 then.
I'll make a motion approving the First Amendment to the 2022 memorandum of the agreement of the professional services of Texoma Haida and Raymond Brown.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Perry, seconded by Commissioner Olson. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Number 15 is consideration of approving the Sixth Amendment renewal contract between Texoma Haida and the Case Company, Case Company, KACE Company LLC, formerly the MBM Inc. Company.
Yes, this is for intelligent analyst. He's in charge of all the intelligent analysts that they have up there. He screens them and so forth and so on.
Good. All right. Need a motion, please.
James, you'll make it for your last.
No.
I move that we approve the Sixth Amendment renewal contract between Texoma Haida and the Case Company LLC, formerly the MVM Inc.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Moore, seconded by Commissioner Grant. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. We need one last motion. I'd like to.
John, I want to present this to you. This
No.
Wow, wow. Yeah, James, you got to make this motion.
Yeah,
It is 10:40. I make a motion that we adjourn.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Olson for the last time.
I think all of us should second that.
Yeah, yeah, let's all say.
Why, y'all glad? See ya.
Seconded by Commissioner Grant. All in favor, please say bye. Or Merry Christmas. Now like that, yeah.
All right, guys, I would like a picture with the board here.
Well, y'all pick the day.
Hey,
Y'all pick the day.
It's not our fault. Okay, you're the one that-
Did you at least get the deer?
Ducks.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, we got two minutes. Smoke.
That's great. That's great.
Not very good. It probably makes.
Don't have duck at your house recently?
No.
Yeah. Don't eat them, huh?
There's no such thing as a good duck recipe.
No, there's not.
Never.
Yeah,
that's perfect right there.
Full of bones.
Y'all looking, who y'all looking at first? Me? Look at me first.
All right,
All right,
cool.
you got 3.
And we get the third one. There we go. I got it.
Good.
All right.
Well, Merry Christmas to all and to all a good night. Y'all be safe.
Stay warm.
Very, very safe.
James,
You have another one that's one.
Yes, I do.
I'll just use it. I mean, I'll use another one.
Okay.
I think I can get the name on it.
Okay.
Print it all out. I think I can get it.
Okay, okay. So you gotta sign all these. Oh, and I'll, okay, and then I'll. take
Too
this.
cold to be out there now.
And getting cold.
One second.
That's ain't flying, is it? You know.
No, no.
Well, they were earlier, my goodness.
So I think that they fine.
And get.
Going over there.
Oh, okay.
Personally.
Then I-
Okay.
Okay.
No, you do need to. Okay. Yeah, and already talked to her, she said she had.
Thank you.
You were on Merry Christmas.
And then they give you one to the car lot.
Drop it off at your house.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Oh, they're awesome. Okay. Thank you. It's not as nasty. It's not your last name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is last quarter.
I'll be hunting next week.
Next Thursday. We'll be on like that.
Danny, don't get-
So the swearing in is Tuesday, I mean, Monday or Sunday?
Huh?
Swearing in is Sunday or Monday?
It's the first. I thought, no, 31st. Second.
The second. I didn't know if it was.
Second.
What, that 10?
Yeah. She said. She
She
said, not me.
Hey, did y'all get a bottle of scotch from that? Did you see how much that stuff cost? Did you get the little set, the whole set with the glasses and stuff? Like $320.
Yes.
I missed out. What's not gonna do?
Johnny Walker.
Johnny Walker Blue Label.
It's got some glasses in it. The guy that's putting in the subdivision out of 2291 on the ridge.
I guess I missed
It
the
must be-
invitation.
Yeah, we missed it.
Must be.
No. Oh, we got to turn.
Break
it
them out.
off. This is not-
All right, yeah. let me-
Next year.
The button on that thing should go here.
She's so committed, but very good. She is a relative of a good friend.
Which is what I'm missing.
So.
I gave me a